Atmospheric black metal is something that many people enjoy for not being too aggressive and not too violent, not too raw, but kind of a soothing experience, if you will. I'm obviously talking about bands such as Summoning and the like, which has a lot of synths layered again with some guitar work, which is usually more or less the beautiful sort, as opposed to the more violent, in your face, kind of a trash and death related guitar playing and style in general. Now, one of these bands is a band called Witcher from Hungary, and this album is called Gyertyak Csonkig Egnek. God damn it, I have no idea how to pronounce it. No, first of all, let's take a look on this CD and talk a little bit what might be a little bit problematic here. This is an interesting case because, first of all, Hungary is not exactly known for being a big metal country. Not that it means anything at all. It's just that you might have hard time trusting a band and finding it more interesting if it's not from the neighborhood or scene you're familiar with. But this band has all the right ingredients to do what it has to do in order to make kind of a interesting music in terms of black metal. But first of all, let's take a look at this name here, Witcher. That's a kind of a funny thing because obviously Witcher was made as a name, kind of more big, with the books of the same name, being a Polish fantasy literature. And now it's already beyond just books with many video games as well as a Netflix TV series. So Googling exactly Witcher is not a good way to find this band. Obviously this band was before the TV show, but way after than the books and, well, some of the video games at least. And inside this booklet we have lyrics which are in Hungarian, so not much to give for English speaking audience. As you can see, this is a two-man band, or should I say one man, handling it all except keyboards. So the other part is female and the other part is male, if that matters at all. And here we have 5 tracks here, of which one is Piotr Tchaikovsky cover. It's a classic tune which you will find familiar if you give it a listen, and it's kind of a nice idea to make this classic composition into metal version. But to be honest, I don't know if that was really needed. It's more kind of interesting in the terms of like how anecdotes can be interesting rather than a good cover version. But I mean, can't blame a man or woman for trying. Now, musically, like I said, Witcher's music with this album is kind of a close to what Summoning is doing. So atmospheric, very synth-filled black metal, but in a kind of a melancholic way. Now, obviously, for people who are into that kind of genre, are pretty much welcoming, I would guess, this album because it has all the elements. But the downside is none of these songs here are exactly catchy or memorable. Not that it always means a lot. I mean, you don't have to be catchy to be good, but in my opinion, this is more like a demo in a full-length format. Much of its production is a little bit rawish, or at least unpolished, and it's not exactly supporting the music with, strong sounding guitars or whatnot. Even the vocals are a little bit like, kind of like on the background. They're not very forceful or powerful. They're just there to do the raspy vocals, and that's it. Now, synths are the most dominating elements, and in that respect, this is very, very 1990s sounding album. I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad thing, but when compared to so many other releases out there with a similar style, I think this is gonna be one of those that is like in between, one of those which is easy to be forgotten. Now, if this was a release from 1993 as a cult demo, I think this would be worshipped as a kind of a forgotten cult demo and whatever. But as a 2019 release, this is something like, yeah guys, 25 years late. So not exactly bad, by no means. Better than even mediocre one, but no better than a decent recording. I mean, it's easy to just give this a couple of listens and say like, hey, it's pretty okay. But is it a future classic? Is it something that people will find a lot of cult value in because of the music? To be honest, I doubt it. Anyway, here it is. And in case you are interested in the band, I have to show you this cool t-shirt the band was kind enough to send me with the CD. As you can see, this is the image from the actual cover, but kind of a Xerox version, so it's not exactly a photo here, but kind of a more simplified Xerox version. So for fans only, definitely worth getting a shirt while you're getting the CD, but just give it a listen first and you will figure out whether or not that is your cup of tea. Thank you for watching this review. See you soon. Take care.